What you want to go see at AMC?
It doesn't matter what you want to go see at AMC. Say what? All right, we got to do our intro, man. Go ahead, start with yours. Start the intro. Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Eazy, a.k.a. Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ, coming to you live with another reaction video with my partner in crime, LJ, and...
Yes, ma'am. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Eazy, a.k.a. Fresh from the Salon, BK the People's Champ.
Well, thank everybody for coming through, man. We are now at 125 subscribers, and, you know, it feels good, man. It feels like we getting...
It feels good. Yeah. It feels good.
Well, it feels good.
That's the wrong way to do it.
Well, I'm feeling all... No, look.
I had it right.
Dog, with all the songs that you get wrong, and you really want to challenge me about this...
But I think I'm right.
You know what this tells us? That we up to 125 subscribers. I know you like my swagger. Hands up when I come through. Oh, my bad. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to watch is, the video that we're going to react to right now is why Elon Musk says we're living in a simulation. And this is by Vox. And more or less, we're going to, this is something that, this is one of the ones that's like a more intellectual video, I suppose. And it just kind of begs the question, you know, like what's life? What is life? What? No, don't touch the screen, buddy. What is life, and you know, all the good things, man. Just this is like a brain teaser joint, man. And I just wanted to watch it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. So you know, without further ado, tell them what we need them to do, Bridget.
We need you to go to the description box, click on the link, watch the video, and show them some love.
All you gotta do is say go to the originator's video. The link is in the description. Watch the video, the original video. And give them a like.
Man,
to
go to the
love.
video and watch it and give it a like.
Hey, that's what you gotta do, man. But it is what it is, man. So, without further ado, let's get the content on the screen. Bam! And let's check it out.
Elon Musk thinks it's almost certain that we are living in a computer simulation.
There's a 1 in billions chance that this is base reality.
He says that humans are basically some advanced version of The Sims. Yes, that idea sounds pretty absurd, but we shouldn't just write it off. People used to think the solar system worked like this, but almost 2,000 years before Galileo proved it didn't, Aristarchus of Samos posited the exact same crazy idea. Reality is probably not as it seems.
I mean, I would say that all the time, man. But it's like the reason.
That's exactly how it is now.
But it's like, why do things always just seem to work out? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Things always, so it's not far-fetched that someone would actually think that, but let's continue.
Musk is echoing a paper on this theory by philosopher Nick Bostrom. His argument goes like this.
Quote, 40 years ago, we had Pong, like 2 rectangles and a dot.
30 years after Pong, we got The Sims.
Now, 40 years later, we have photorealistic 3D simulations with millions of people playing simultaneously, and it's getting better every year.
So let's go about 10,000 years into the future. It's possible that when we get there, civilization will be entirely gone because there is a ceiling to our advancement.
Exactly. Now, this is something that I've always thought that, you know, man is destined to destroy himself just because we will end up consuming the earth, and then the earth must reset itself. Just like what I feel like happened with the dinosaurs and all that good stuff. And then, what was he saying? I forgot what he said. I had another really good point. But ultimately, man.
Was it about the whole...
oh, yeah. The other thing was that advancements, the reason we came so far in 30... Think about where we were 100 years ago. Even 75 to 80 years ago.
Here.
Well, I wasn't here either, but a few... Well, let's... a few... 100 years ago, we'll just say 100 years ago, nobody would get in the car. Now you can't make a person get on a horse. But a lot of the advancements were held back by the church. I mean, let's just be real. I mean, the church was like, nah, that's what caused the Dark Ages in a lot of ways. And religion kind of held back science a lot because people just wanted to say, hey, it is what it is. They wanted to hold back advancements and scientific advancements. That's why guys like Galileo and all those guys, you know, they were afraid to come forward with their scientific advancement because, I mean, they you know, anyway, I'm talking out behind my behind. Let's continue.
Maybe it's because of global warming or self-replicating robots.
If civilization stops advancing, then that may be due to some calamitous event that erases civilization.
But another possibility is that if we keep advancing and assuming everything in the physical world can be simulated, eventually we'll simulate ourselves. Every synapse in the entire human brain for everyone on Earth. Getting enough computing power to run billions of ancestor simulations could be a problem, but Bostrom thinks we'd send tiny self-replicating robots to other planets, which would turn the planet into a huge computer, and some of the simulations would start making their own simulations. In this scenario, there are billions of universes that are indistinguishable from our own. That means that chances are we are in one of the simulated universes.
Definitely
And given
true.
the other possibility, which is that human civilization has an inevitable ceiling, Elon Musk thinks we better hope that we're in a simulation.
Either we're going to create simulations that are indistinguishable from reality, or civilization will cease to exist. Those are the two options.
There is one other possibility.
No doubt.
Maybe future humans just don't want to run ancestor simulations. Maybe they think it's unethical, because there is a tremendous amount of suffering in the world, and that suffering would still feel real to simulated humans. Or maybe they have other priorities. So to recap, there are 3 possibilities. 1. Humans go extinct before we're able to run a simulation this big. 2.
Yep.
Humans don't run simulations because it's wrong or boring. Number 3. We are living in a simulation. Elon Musk thinks that there's only a tiny chance we are in scenario 1 or 2. The philosopher Nick Bostrom thinks it's more like a 20% chance that we're in a simulation, but if you're not into futuristic predictions, Bostrom thinks this argument provides other rewards. He says, it suggests naturalistic analogies to certain traditional religious conceptions. In other words, if we're living in a simulation, there is a higher level being, but it's some version of us.
Correct.
This leads to a rabbit hole of conversations, which is why Elon Musk has rules about when he can talk about this.
It got to the point where basically every conversation was the AI/simulation conversation. And my brother and I finally agreed that we would ban such conversations if we were ever in a hot tub. It's like...
Exactly. I mean, I myself, this is something that I've always thought about myself, like like what we said, why things always seem to work out, why no matter what, like we're bound by laws that can't be broken, like math, you can't break it. It's the same as it was years ago.
Yeah, but you know, when you kind of think about what makes you think when everything's not simulated now, if you think about, okay, we're in the same routine, we do the same thing over, we get up.
I mean, it could definitely be. Another way to look at it has always been to me like time is relative, right? So the bigger you are, the slower time moves. The smaller you are, the faster time moves. Pretty much time is relative. The more gravity there is, you know, the slower time moves, the less gravity, the faster it moves. You know, it's supposed to be relative. And I've always thought to myself, things could be as simple as we could be right now in the, like, it could be a very large being that's around us, and he could have just brushed his shoulders off or clapped his hands, and that could have been the creation of our universe. And in the time, to him, it was just like, it was literally the snapping of a finger, right?
Right.
But to that being is insignificant, it's nothing. But to us, that's our entire universe's lifespan, because we are that small. Like, he created a universe and it died in the time that he clapped his hand. It's just something that I always think about. Just things like that I always think about. I just thought this was a good, like, brain teaser, like the deal or what have you. Just something to think about. Not that I actually believe in that, but I mean, I'm
think outside the box.
Yeah, I just want to get you to think outside the box a little bit. But you guys let us know what you think. Are we living in a simulation? Is everything already calculated? We know everything in the universe is based on carbon in some way, shape, form, or fashion. We know that everything is based on math and a certain set of rules that everything that we know of abides by. You know, so, you know, it's just interesting, an interesting take on some things. But anyway, we're about to get up out of here. Like we said, as usual, go check out the video in the description. Check that out. If you like gaming, check out our game and all our social medias down there. And when you get to that video, what we want you to do, Bridget?
Click on the link, watch the video, and give them a like.
And go over there and check out that video in Spectacular H. Monkey face indeed.
I was about to say.
I ain't gonna do that. But anyway, man, we gotta get up out of here. Till next time. It's your boy Eazy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ.
And your girl Eazy, aka Fresh from the Salon, BKA the People's Champ.
Holla! Tell them, LJ.
Hello.
We out.